All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. The Green Bay Packers are in the freaking playoffs. This is a team that was 3-6 like 2 months ago. People were questioning if Jordan Love was even the quarterback for next season. And well, things have changed. We're going to be taking on the Dallas Cowgirls on the road Sunday afternoon. I saw this interesting tweet. The Dallas Cowgirls this season against playoff teams, 3-4, the Green Bay Packers 3-3. And I just want to say, Jordan Love is turning into a star at this current point in time. He was the 20th highest paid quarterback in 2023. And for the second straight week, he was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week after his 316 passing yard performance with 2 touchdowns on efficient elite accuracy, 27-32 for a completion percentage of just about 85%. He had a passer rating of 128.6. And Aaron Jones is healthy. This team is so special. This season just feels so special. I was looking back at the schedule earlier today, and I was just, that 4-game losing streak, it was just so crazy. I mean, this team was literally 3-6, and we had people talking about throwing in the towel to try and draft a better quarterback, somewhere between around the top 5. And it's just crazy how quickly things can change. And I don't know, I was at the gym earlier today and it just kind of hit me full circle. Like, oh my goodness gracious, we're playing Dallas in the playoffs. I actually feel I always felt comfortable. I always felt confident with Aaron Rodgers playing Dallas. But I just feel even better right now. And we're just kind of glazing Green Bay right now, but we're going to talk about some stuff. But before we do, if you guys enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Packers fans, as you guys can probably tell, I'm a diehard cheesehead. I post right now pretty much daily Packers content. So if we could try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. All right. So Dallas is one of those really interesting teams, but so is Green Bay. And once you're in the playoffs, you have as good of a chance as everybody. I remember watching Dallas play Detroit 2 weeks ago and just easily thinking Detroit was the better football team. And so I know Green Bay can hang with everybody. And one of my favorite parts about Green Bay right now, outside of Jordan Love and our fantastic wide receivers and Quay Walker and Jair Alexander being back, is Aaron Jones. We have A.J. Dillon, who played majority of the season because Aaron Jones, after week 1, it just kind of felt like he was never fully healthy. Well, with 111 rushing yards last week, Aaron Jones is now the first Packers player since Ahman Green in 2006, man. Unbelievable to have 3 consecutive 100-yard rushing games. In fact, since returning as the Packers lead back in week 15, Aaron Jones actually leads the NFL in rushing yards at 411. And I know my Packers fans fully agree with this. Like, A.J. Dillon is a phenomenal RB2. Phenomenal RB2. We went into this season thinking we have a healthy both of them and, dual threat dynamic back in Aaron Jones, who can run the ball, who can catch the ball. And then we've got our power back in A.J. Dillon. And, just kind of, we never really felt that all season, like I said, because Aaron Jones obviously was dealing with so many injuries all year. But the way he started week 1 against Chicago and the way he finished in week 18 against Chicago, Aaron Jones is back, man. And we know, Packers fans know this. If you guys watch the games, if you listen to him talk, like, he is such a likable guy. He is such a great leader of this youth movement. He's such a perfect, quote unquote, veteran, because he's not old, to have on this roster for a playoff run. My favorite thing about Jordan Love and this Green Bay Packers team is they have such high confidence right now. I'm watching dudes like Bo Melton, who carved out a role for many years to come, it seems like, in the last month or so. I mean, these guys are so united as a team. The energy is so vibrant right now with this Packers offense specifically. Jaden Reed last week, 4 catches, 112 yards. This dude's a freaking rookie. Our potentially best wide receiver, if this was Madden and we turned off injuries, Christian Watson's been injured for like half of the season as well. Romeo Doubs got banged up last week. It's just crazy how it's next man up mentality. And I'm not trying to compare this to the Super Bowl year, but I remember the Packers having that next man up mentality, and that's exactly what we've seen all season, offensively and defensively. I'm thinking about our defensive backs. I'm thinking about our wide receiver room. I'm thinking about Tucker Kraft. Next man up mentality. But Bo Melton this past week, 5 catches, 62 yards. Dontavian Wicks, another rookie. These are all freaking rookies, guys. 6 catches, 61 yards, and 2 touchdowns. We saw Luke Musgrave return. He caught a ball. Tucker Kraft, who stepped up in a huge way after the injury to Luke Musgrave, 3 catches, 31 yards. These guys are so young, but they're so filled with confidence and they're so filled with momentum. And when I look at a team like Dallas, man, if I was a Cowboys fan right now, I'd be worried. I should hit up my uncle. He's a diehard Cowboys fan. He's probably worried. It's funny. I had a conversation like last Friday night in this town fair, and one of the guys was wearing a Cowboys jersey, and he was like, "I don't want to play you guys. I hope you guys win, but I hope you don't win on Sunday because I don't want to play you guys." Dallas has such high expectation. Oh, it's America's team. Now, I'm not trying to rag on my Cowgirls here because I think the Dallas Cowgirls are pretty. I think they're a pretty cool team. I like Dakota Prescott. I think they are cool, but their expectations are so high. We're hearing Mike McCarthy might get fired if they get upset, even possibly in the second round here. So those dudes better be ready to play. And you can never underestimate your opponent. And when we take a look at this Green Bay Packers team, they're red hot, man. And I love all the people getting upset saying, "Oh, the last 2 weeks you took down Minnesota, who started Jaren Hall. You took down Justin Fields, who can't even throw for over 200 yards, like blah, 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 blah." First off, the defense has done a phenomenal job in the last 2 weeks. Joe Barry, who I know tenure's probably done, he has done a phenomenal job, as Quay Walker said, calling these plays, and guys like Quay Walker have done a phenomenal job of stepping up. Carl Brooks, Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, Lucas Van Ness, guys are just stepping up, man. So it's probably going to be a high-scoring affair, but I don't think it's going to be a crazy 30-30 shootout. But we have to keep in mind, man, I know I watched it, the Monday night game against the Giants, the Sunday afternoon game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We did not look like a good football team defensively in those 2 football games. But the 2 weeks prior to that, you take down the Detroit Lions on the road on Thanksgiving Day. That was a huge freaking deal. Followed it up, primetime, Sunday night football, and they completely embarrassed Patty Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs on our home turf. Guys, this team could be poised for a deep run. And we're playing with house money, and every single Packers fan right now is so happy because, first off, we made the playoffs in Jordan Love's first season as a starter, and Jordan Love looks like the real freaking deal. 32 touchdowns, only 11 interceptions. A lot of those were in the first half of the season. Jordan Love in the last 6 weeks has pretty much been perfect. The dude has been pretty much perfect. So Packers fans, I'm a Packers fan. We're thrilled about the future because Jordan Love, our wide receiver core, our running back room, all these studs coming out of nowhere, it feels like offensive line-wise on a year-to-year basis when dudes like David Bakhtiari go down with an injury. I'm really feeling it. I am going to call it right here, right now. I'm not trying to jinx my Green Bay Packers, but I'm feeling quite comfortable with an upset victory in Dallas this upcoming Sunday night. So Packers fans, we'll probably get another Packers video out. It's more tailored towards the defense before we play Dallas on Sunday. So stay tuned, hit that like button, hit that sub button. As always, try and get 250 likes. But most importantly, guys, continue to give me your score predictions for this game on Sunday. But how are you feeling? If you're a Packers fan, if you're an NFL fan, even if you're a Cowgirls fan, I want to hear you guys down below. Give me a confidence rating scale, 1 out of 10, 1 being not confident at all, 10 being locking in, lock of the week. What are your thoughts on a Packers upset against Dallas this upcoming Sunday? Let me know down below. As always, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I'm posting a ton of Packers stuff on Twitter, so check that Twitter. The link's in the bio, and we will see you soon, man. Let's